Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thursday Live of Coach Deborah. I am excited to have you here. Hello, Dan. Thank you for tuning in. I see Kendrick. Hi, son. How are you? And Maria. So glad that you have tuned in. Thank you so much for joining. I am super excited about 2024. And everything that we are going to be talking about this year based off Blueprint for Success. Blueprints for Success. I cannot wait for some of the topics that we will be sharing this year. But I won't go into all of that. I know you have other things to do, but I am excited to have you here today. Thank you so much for your support and for sharing. Thank you for those likes, comments, and shares. Please continue to do that in 2024 because that really helps to get our platform out there. I want to assist our young men all over the world. Not just in Florida, or Texas, or New York, Alabama, but all over the United States as well as all other countries. So the more that you share and comment and like, the more we can get it out there. So please make sure that you do that today. And we love, love, love your comments. So if there is a topic that you want us to talk about, just add it to the comments, or you can email me at byblwdsmith@gmail.com, or you can DM me, put it in the comments. But we are here to assist. So if there's something that we're missing, we want to know about it. So I have a topic this evening that I'm excited to share. Hello, Agnes. Thanks for tuning in. And actually, it's a word I really don't like. But it is my topic for today, and that is, huh? But yes, it is used a lot, huh? My 3-year-old grandson, for whatever reason, he came over one day and I said something to him and he's like, huh? And I was like, what do you mean, huh? Say am, but he's home. So we actually, like I said, everybody knows we're in 2024, but more importantly, we are in the last half of activities for the 23-24 school year. That's graduating class for a lot of people. If you are in one of those classes, if you're graduating from middle school, going to high school, from high school, going to college, or military, tech school, or you're coming out of college, going into the workforce, hey, I'm talking about you. What are your plans? Do you have any? Are you ready? That's an important question to ask yourself. But now that it's time for the next significant phase of your academic or your work life, you want to be prepared. You don't want to be at a loss. It's like, oh, I didn't think that far in advance. I don't know what's next or what to look forward to next. I was just trying to get past a certain phase, the first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, first semester, and I was taking it one day at a time. Now I'm not sure. You can't wait. It is important to always be more proactive rather than reactive and keeping with the flow. Ask yourself, are your next steps up in the air because you don't know where you're going, where you're headed, how you're going to get there? Are you just totally confused because now people are asking you those questions? But what are your plans? You're graduating. You can't come back home. You need to get a job. Have you thought about it? It's time for you to graduate from high school. Are you going into the military? Are you going to college? Oh, I'm going to college. Okay. What classes have you been taking? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Are you going to pass those exams that are necessary for you to attend college? Are you going to get to college and have to take a bunch of prerequisites first, paying extra money for things that you were supposed to be taking in high school? Huh? You see why that's my subject, because that's what you get a lot when people are at that phase where they need to decide a lot of things that they have not been thinking about. And you ask those critical questions and they either give you that look like the deer in the headlight, or they go, huh? Now is not the time for that. Hi, Shonda, right? Because you have two young men that, they have already graduated. One's graduated from college, in the workforce. He's, I think, now working on his master's degree. You have another one in college. He's running track, but also getting through college. He also has to have in his mind, where am I going? What am I doing with what I'm doing while I'm in college? So it's a steady flowing situation that you have to be intentional about. Remember, this year is all about blueprint for success. You have to have that blueprint. You have to know. And if you missed my previous message, when someone is building that home or erecting that skyscraper, they have to have a set of blueprints so that that foundation can be correct, because everything is going to go on that top of that foundation. So think about, if they don't have that blueprint and something in that base or that foundation is not 100% correct, and they begin to build that skyscraper 50 floors up in the air or more, what's going to happen to that building? Is it going to lean? Is it going to shift? Is it going to crumble? What's going to happen? You need a strong foundation. God gives you those plans. He has the plans for you, but you can't just say, oh, okay, God got me. You have to put some work into that as well. So you have to know what is going on to work along with that. So again, if you were in that school environment, did you do well academically? And this could be your high school counselor asking you these questions. And so, they're asking you, okay, where are you going from here? I plan to go to college. Okay, well, I'm looking at your folder here, your file, and I don't see any foreign languages. And your math, you haven't taken anything above algebra. So are you sure you're ready for college? Huh? I can do it when I go to college. No, college, you need certain prerequisites in order to enter college. If not, when you're going to high school, as long as it was not a private school, you were getting your education basically free. If you don't have all the prerequisite classes, those basic core classes, when you get ready to go to college, yes, they'll allow you to take them in college, but you will have to pay for them, just like you were paying for a regular college credit. And even though you're paying for that, those classes will not go towards your degree. So it's going to take you longer. So that AA that you think you could get in 2 years, it may take you 3 years or longer. Huh? So you see, even though I say I don't like that word, why my topic is, huh? Because it is not the time to be foggy and not clear about what's really going on. You don't know if you can afford college. Your parents have 4 kids. They've put 2 through college. You're number 4. You're going to wait until you're a senior to say, okay, mom and dad, do we have money for me to go to college? What if they say no? They have not been saving, that they saved, but they've spent it all on the first 2.5. They didn't even have enough for that 3rd child. Well, if you're on the second half of your last year, it's kind of too late for you to get that part-time job and do that tax return as an independent and be able to get money to go to college. What are you talking about, lady? Huh? These are conversations that you should have been having for the last 2 or 3 years. And I'm laughing, but I'm not making light of it because all of this is key information that you need. That's why it's so important. I know every year, I guess you say people always talking about goals. They want you to have goals. They want you to follow them. They want you to make sure that they're smart, they're specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. Why? Because if you have those goals, you have that blueprint or have them written down, you know the steps and the stages that it's going to take to get where you want to go. So it is key. It is key. Yes, thank you, Maria. It is key. That information you need it. And then you may be someone to say, oh, well, I don't want to go to college. I'm tired of school. I want to take a trade. I want to be an electrician. I want to be a welder. Great. Those are some great technical or vocational jobs. Or it's not, well, it is school institutions that you can get into where you can learn a craft and get a job. Some will kind of work with you, but that's still something that you need to work towards, because what do you want to do? Do you have an interest in welding? Do you know all the things that is, that entails? We had someone, time goes so fast, I want to say it's probably like 1.5 years ago. This person was in welding school. That's what they wanted to do. However, if you didn't know, welders also do jobs where they have to go underwater. these big ships. They have work that needs to be done underwater. And during that training, someone lost their lives. So even though you might see the money, what is entailed in being a welder? What's entailed in being an electrician? You may see this big amount of money, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But do your research. How long will it take you to reach that plateau? You're not just going to make it off the cuff. You've got to go through training. You've got to learn. No one, just think about it. Electrician, who's going to allow you to come into their home, messing with their wiring, and you don't know what you're doing? You have to go through the necessary college and get that certification that you are a licensed electrician. And even though you go through the classes and you get the training, you have to pass exams as well. So there is a real low level after you get the training. Then you have a journeyman level. You have master electrician level. So all these levels is more money. But you don't want to just do something because you don't have the money for college. So you're just going to select something. That's why it's important to be proactive and do all of this sooner rather than later. Military, that's an excellent opportunity or something that you can do, but you don't do it. Sometimes somebody, may have to do it because they have to. If you have someone that may be, they are economically, they're in a bad situation, their parents don't have much, they don't see any way they can get money to go to college, or they didn't do well in college, and it becomes the difference in eating and not eating, having housing or being homeless. Is like, hey, military is the thing for me. Okay, but there are different arms of the military. You have Army, Marines, Air Force, Navy. I'm probably leaving out one, I think. But, select the one that you think will better fit your skills, your talent. Do some research about those things. But and I have to say we, because I think that everyone that is involved and participates and supports Build Your Best Life have your interests at heart, just the same as I do. So we are interested in seeing you succeed. And so that's why this information is being provided. I have to be honest. I have to be above board. Sometimes I know it's things that you don't want to hear because they don't sound so good, but you need to know everything. So, like I said, you're on the downside of graduating. So when that dean, that counselor, your parents ask you that question, where do you go from here? Don't look at them and say, huh? Have already done your due diligence. You've done some research. You found out if they have money for school, if you have had part-time jobs. Hopefully you saved your money, didn't use it buying kicks and game systems and trying to look, all like that. You've been saving some money, so you have some money. You've done research on military, on trade schools. You found a way that you can work part-time and go to school, or you can work full-time and also attend school. Many major corporations have programs that if the courses or the degree that you're working towards lines up with their company philosophy, they will give you or reimburse you for those classes that you take. So you may have to start out on a job, but at least you'll have a job with paid benefits if you're working full time. And then you can get your college paid as you go. When you graduate, it's a plus because there's no student debt. So there are a lot of different options. You just have to do research. If you don't have anyone to assist you, to help you, you have questions, hey, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter. My email address again is byblwdsmith@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'll be glad to assist you in getting some information. That's why it's important to get the word out. Everybody that's on here, to our young people, they can call me, free consultation. If they need that coaching, believe it or not, it's not that expensive, but I am here to assist and to help because I know that we need our young men to step it up, to be successful, and to be what they are supposed to be in the world. So please, please, please share this video as well as the others. If there's someone that you know, a young man, tell them, hey, she's not on long. Get on there, listen at it. They won't hurt you. You can get on. If you don't like it, you can get off. If you're not available at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, you can go back and look at it. But the content is great. It will help. It will not hurt anyone. It's not going to hinder you. It will help. So again, I thank everyone that tuned in today for this discussion on and I hope I answered some questions. You can pass on that information. Please make sure that you join me on Saturday for Saturday Morning Real. Yes, I've changed the name from Saturday Morning Live. I thought about it. I don't want to get in trouble down the road if somebody says, hey, sounds too much like a program that's on TV at night. So I've changed it to Saturday Morning Real, and it's REEL, Real. This Saturday, my topic will be Purpose or Passion. Purpose or Passion, and it's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please plan to join. Also, please don't forget to check out my website, which is www.buildyourbestlife.org. There's a blog that comes out each Monday with helpful information that will also assist. So those that don't want to get on the lives or don't have time to go back, they can always read the blogs at their leisure. Again, helpful information. You can look at the calendar of events to see what events that we have coming up. And of course, our first major event this year will be our Mothers and Sons seminar in May. But I want to do something in person with mothers with sons before that time. But check out the calendar of events. Also look at the services that I offer, which is coaching, consultations, speaking, webinar speakings. And you can also get a copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. It is about your life, your actions, and your credibility, overcoming obstacles to build your best life. This is a handy tool. I guarantee you, if you get it, it's interesting wording in here. It's about real life people that young people know, people that you've heard about. There is a section in the back for you to answer questions, different planning goals, as well as notes. You can get your autographed copy by going on my website or sending me an email. And you can get the Kindle version by going on Amazon.com. But again, I really appreciate you tuning in today. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Remember, our theme for this year is Blueprint for Success. Blueprint for Success, because we want everyone to be what? Successful. And this year also, we at Build Your Best Life are declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over your life. It's over everyone's life, because God knows the plans that He has for your life. He wants you to have prosperity, not disaster, and the future that you hope for. Design your blueprint based on the plans God has for you. follow them, and build your best life. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. I hope to see some of you on Saturday morning. If not, look at it on the rewind. And I'll see you on Tuesday for Blueprint for Success. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.